Hi there. Good afternoon, Dr. Gary on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. Today's topic is in the year 2022, the difficulties and issues trying to sell a practice grossing between $100,000 and $250,000. We want to go over some of the problems that can occur and some of the challenges and difficulties selling that. Before we do that, as you know, we're now in 27 states. We've been doing the dental practice brokerage nationwide. We have 10 employees, and we've been in business now for over 12 years. The market is still hot for sellers, continues to be a hot market for sellers. So we've been quite busy. Our phone number is 201-663-0935, and our email on our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebroker.com. So just reach out to us. We'll be happy to talk to you. If you have any questions, you want a free appraisal, just give us a ring. This information is for entertainment purposes. It's not legal or business advice. If you're thinking about selling to a DSO, please call us, because we have sold many of those offices out to individuals, to DSOs. You made that connection. We're independent. We don't work for any DSO, but often they will pay for our commission so that the seller has no commission at all. And sometimes we can get your legal fees reimbursed at a successful closing, depending on criteria. But certainly call us. We'd be happy to talk to you, give you more information, and tell you what the marketplace is like. So dealing with the practices, or getting to our subject today, which is difficulties in selling a practice grossing between $100,000 and $250,000. The bottom line is the buyers are nervous, kind of turned off, because they don't want to do what it takes, even though it's very expensive to build an office nowadays. Nobody wants to start from scratch comparatively to what it used to be. So they have to do a fair amount of work to get the office up and running, plus the rent. You know, if your rent starts exceeding 10% of your gross income, you know, banks don't look favorably on that. So that's something to be very cautious of. They just will not, they may not, do a deal with you or fund the property. So when buyers see that, it all comes down to cash flow. It's not grossing enough money. They have to put too much work into it. They're making a fair amount of money wherever they are as an employee. You know, it's when you start getting into the $500,000 and $600,000 range, you really get their interest. That's where interest grows. The DSOs are not interested in those small grossing practices historically, but the private buyers are. That is the $500,000, $600,000 one. But the $100,000, $200,000 one, it's hard. It takes a lot of resources to sell these things. I know ourselves, we work very hard, but it's hard for us. And for a buyer, they just seem to get they're just turned off. They don't want to put the effort in. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And repeating the rent. If the rent is high, it becomes challenging. So these are the problems we continue to have. What do you do if you can't sell your practice that's grossing $150,000 to $100,000 or $150,000 to $250,000? Well, you have a couple alternatives. If you can get out of your lease, you start thinking about a record sale. Now you can get out of your lease, you just sell the records. You'll get, a lot less money for it, but you've sold it at least. And, just think of all those years you had made good profit on it. So that's kind of the short answer for you. That's what you do. It's going to turn into possibly a record sale to somebody close by, and maybe you'll get 25, 30 cents on the dollar if you can hopefully get paid up front. But these are the criteria you're up against because your numbers are too low. and it's something to reevaluate. On the other hand, if your practice is low grossing and you're not ready to sell for a few years, you might think about starting to possibly increase the practice gross. You know, start doing what it takes to turn things around a little bit and bring the gross up. You know, start getting to the $300,000-$400,000 range. All right, think about that. Thank you so much. I'm at the beach now. I am excited. Bye.